I'd like to dive into that Shaanxi project. People's Republic of China, obviously the client government, but also working very closely with IRAP in terms of addressing that. For those not so familiar with Shaanxi, it's a very mountainous province in the southern parts of China. I have a few numbers, so I'm going to make sure I don't get it wrong. Let me look at this. The fatalities or the crash rate in this area, in this region, sorry, was 4 times the national comparison for the same types of roads. And the number of fatalities was 12 times higher in that region. So very narrow roads, mountainous roads, very tight curves. That's the starting point. A number of people have mentioned about the data, and it was the data and those 4 times the crash rate, 12 times the fatality rate. That's what triggered the government to really push for a focused road safety program to address those critical issues. It wasn't build me a road and add in the road safety. It was how do we address that real serious road safety issue in quite a large area. There was 187 kilometers of truck roads, access roads, 136 kilometers of unpaved rural roads, so quite mountainous, quite rural, different types of roads, and 124 rural class 4 roads. So overall, 477 roads were upgraded to 3-star or better using the IRAP assessment. So I think what was critical is the data to be able to point out that why were the number of crashes, why were the number of fatalities so much higher in this region for comparable roads. We're not just saying flat roads, but mountainous curve roads, similar things. So what was the significant problem there? We provided financial support amounting to 345 million, which lifted many of these roads up out of there. The results: crashes reduced by 52%, fatalities reduced by a third, 33%, and injuries reduced by 53% as well. So I guess where is the innovation in here? It was sort of depressing in one way, but also that's what drove it. The problem was so acute and known, so we had better data than we had in many places. But the realization or the understanding that why were so many people dying and why were so many crashes happening, that's what drove a decision to have a very different focus. Yes, the roads needed to be improved, but they needed to be improved for a safety dimension.